Right, good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Green, and tonight we're going to talk about dumping losers. Now, I'm going to put in the chat the hands for you that are being played, the lesson hands, and the numbers for those that came in late because you did not see them. It's 2, 5, 7, and 10. 2, 5, 7, and 10. Those are the hands we're going to discuss this evening. Dumping losers. Well, before we start dumping losers, we have to look at the two hands and make a decision. I'm going to load the hand for you. It will be hand number 2. I really want you to be able to know before you play this game, which is the hand I'm going to make the master hand. Now, I do that on every single hand I play. One of the hands becomes the good hand. I never want to see people roughing with long trumps again. That is not the way we play bridge. We've got to make a decision before we play. If we're in a suit contract, one hand becomes the good hand. And it's usually the one with the long trumps. Then we look at losers. And we look at both hands and see where we can get rid of losers. So let's look at this hand over here, everyone, on how the bidding proceeded. On hand number 2, East opened the bidding. Now, I want to talk about what we would open on hand number 2. I'm going to give you a word of advice. I'm going to give you a lot of bridge tips. I always do. I love giving you lots of bridge tips. But one thing is for sure. I know when we learn bridge, you're supposed to open a 7-card suit at the 3 level. But I don't want you opening a 7-card suit at the 3 level when you have a 7, 4, 1, 1 or a 7, 4, 2, 0. And why do I not want you to open 3? I'll tell you what makes this decision. People all open 3 on this hand. It's incorrect. I count my losers. In the spades, I have none. In the hearts, I'm missing the ace and the king. That's 2. In the clubs, I'm missing 1 is 3. And in the diamonds, I'm missing 3. The ace, the king, and the queen. That is 6. So write this down, everybody. If you get a 7-card suit and you have a 6 loser hand, you open 4 in the major. 7, 4, 1, 1 or 7, 4, 2, 0. If you have 7 losers, you'll open 3. And that is my word of advice to you. Too many people do not realize or do not know that this hand is too good for a 3 opening. You must open 4 hearts. And now the pressure's on. The pressure's on a lot. When you open 4, opening 3 doesn't put pressure on the opponent. The best part is you're not vulnerable. They are vulnerable. So when you're not vulnerable, the more difficult it is for them to come in. So the higher you bid, the harder it is for them to come in. I've seen people not even bid on this hand because they think, oh my gosh, I'm vulnerable. I don't think I can come in at this level. But I've got news for you. When they are weak, you are strong. There's no weak over weak. So if they open 4, which is a weak bid, it's not a strong bid, because you would never open 4 if you were strong. They have to bid on this hand 4 spades. So let's go back to the bidding. 4 hearts, and now you've just got to bite your lip and just bid 4 spades. You cannot help yourself. If they're going to preempt you out, and you're holding the ace, king of hearts, and the king of diamonds, and the king of clubs, and a 7-card suit, we've got to take an action. It's going to go past by west, and now, north. North knows for a fact, and this is a fact, that there is no weak over weak. So if they opened weak, your partner is strong. And look how many points you're holding. You're holding the king, jack of spades, which partner knows nothing about. You're holding the ace, queen of diamonds. Partner has no idea about that hand. And you're holding the ace, queen of clubs. So let's look at the logic behind this game. If partner's got the ace, queen of spades, and the king of clubs, and the king of diamonds, I think my partner's got a little bit more than that. That would only be 12 points. My partner's got to have something else in this hand. So therefore, in this position, you should just bid 6 spades and hope your partner doesn't have 2 heart losers, because I don't know where my partner's values are. I would bid 6 spades and hope my partner's short. Hopefully my partner's got 1 heart or a void. But I'm not passing 4 spades. If they are weak, we're strong. And you should bid 6 spades, everybody. Any questions, please?
So for this one, I was playing it quite quickly, and when my partner went 4 spades, we didn't get to it this quickly. But anyway, my partner south went, or 4 spades, somewhere in there. I was south. I did Blackwood. And then she answered hearts, which is 2 aces. I only went to 5. I should have gone to 6, but
100%.
But looking at it now, was there any point even in doing Blackwood? Like, did that even give me enough information?
No, I would just bid it.
What's
My
this?
partner's got to have an ace somewhere. Partner can't be aceless if you've got ace, queen, and the king, jack. If you just look at the logic behind the game, right? Partner can't be aceless. Partner can't come in at the 4 level vulnerable with an aceless hand.
Okay, yeah, got it.
And that's the logic behind the game. We don't learn logic. And I teach a lot of logic because, as I said, it's always tricks and not points. So here's a situation. You're going to get the lead of the 7 of hearts. And this is a very thinking game. If they've opened 4 hearts, they either got an 8-card suit or a 7-card suit. Well, if they've got 8 and we've got 5, they wouldn't have one. So they've got to have a 7-card suit. We've got 5 between us. So that's a singleton, for sure. We play the lowest of touching honors, the lowest, the 9. And you don't play the king, you play the ace. Now you look at the hand and you say to yourself, but just a moment. My left-hand opponent has got no more hearts. I'm missing the ace of spades. I'm not sure where the ace of spades is. I've got all the clubs. But look at the diamond suit. I need to get rid of a loser now before they trumpet. I'm not sure where the ace of spades is. So we play the king of diamonds. Now, put up the ace on the king right away. And play that queen of diamonds and throw your king of hearts away. And now, nobody can trump your king of hearts. Now you can draw trumps. So when they come in with a heart, you took care of that loser. They'll play back the queen, but you can trump with the queen or the 10. Nobody can overruff you. And now you can draw trumps and the rest is yours. All you have to draw is one more trump and it's all over. So we've got to look and listen to the bidding. And if they did have 7 and you've got 5, we know for sure that the left hand's got 1 heart. And we don't hold the ace of spades. We've got to get rid of that loser before we draw the children off the streets. And now we can't lose 6. That is how we're going to make the contract, everybody. Any questions? Dumping a loser before you draw the trumps. Any questions? None? Okay. Well, I'm going to look at the chat. Sometimes people put things in the chat. Okay. All right. We're going to go
I have a
on
question.
Yes, tell me, sir.
If the East opened 3 hearts, what should South bid then?
South, what should South bid?
Yeah.
On this particular hand, I'll bid 3 spades. It's good. It's strong.
Mhm.
It's strong. It's not weak. Remember, I don't know what the left hand's got.
Right. Would it,
So they just give me more space to bid at a lower level.
okay, you still get to slam.
Okay?
Mhm.
But 4 hearts is definitely the way to go. All right, let's have a look at hand number 5. On hand number 5, North opened 1 heart. Pass by East. And South has to make a bid. What is South going to bid on this hand?
Three hearts. Three hearts.
Okay, I agree. South has what's called an invitational hand. All jumps in old suits are invitational. It says I have 10 to a bad 12, and I'm inviting you to game. And now West upgrades the hand. Now let's talk about extra cards. Another bridge tip today. Partner took you for 5 hearts, but you have 6 hearts. For every card over 5 that you're not known to hold, I want you to add 2 extra points to that hand. So instead of 5, you have 6. If you had 7 hearts, you'd add another 2 points. So we've got our high card points, 14. We have 2 doubletons, 16. We have an extra 2 points because of our 6th heart is 18. And on this particular hand, do you want to be out of game? Not on your life. You're bidding 4 hearts. So that is how you look at hand evaluation. Remember, for every card you're not known to hold, partner took you for 5, you got a 6th card. Add 2 extra points for unknown length in a suit of your trump suit. And the lead will be the Queen of Clubs. All right, so let's talk about the master hand. The master hand is the hand with the long hearts. In the heart suit, we have 1 loser, the ace. In the spade suit, we have 2 losers. That's 3. In the club suit, we have another 1, is 4. We have 4 top losers. But where can we get rid of our losers? If we look at dummy, dummy has the Queen of Diamonds to get rid of 1 loser. But there's no rush. As long as you control the spade suit, let's draw the children off the streets first. If you decide to go straight for the diamonds, you're going to go down. Take your ace. You are still in control. Remember that diamonds can be taken care of with your spade. And draw trumps. And don't play the king. Play the jack. I like to play the lowest one, so maybe they'll duck the ace. And that way I can draw trumps extra. Extra trumps. They like to look and see what happens. That's fine. Now I'm very happy. Okay. Now they've only got the ace. I leave them with the ace. I don't have to waste another trump. If that's the winning one, just leave it. Now you can go to work. If they took the ace, which I will show you in a moment, let's take the ace. They take the ace. Okay? And now they're going to come back the jack of clubs. What we don't see in dummy, we don't play. No more clubs in dummy, you don't play. Otherwise, we give what's called a ruff and a discard. Please remember that. What we don't see in dummy, we don't play. So our next play is the 3 of spades. Partner promises an honor. You keep the king over the jack. You play off the last trump. And now you can go for the diamonds. If you went for the diamonds before you drew trumps, you were going to go down because they only had 2 diamonds. You see, we can get rid of our spade with the queen of diamonds later. There was no rush. And now we can throw the spade away. And now all we have to lose, everyone, is 1 spade. And that's the end of the hand. And we make our contract. Okay? And that's it. We make our contract. It's all over.
I have a question. I didn't understand when you said what we don't see. We don't.
Yes.
We don't.
Very, very important. I'm trying to eliminate players not to give their opponents a rough and a discard. In other words, dummy had no clubs and declarer had no clubs. So if you play another club, they can throw away a loser in their hand and rough in the dummy, or they can throw away a loser in the dummy and rough in their hand. And that is called a rough and a discard. You don't want to ever do that at the bridge table. So you should be in the habit of never playing a suit when you don't see it in the dummy. What you don't see in dummy, don't play.
I have a question about that.
Yes.
I've seen people play, like opponents play where they're being strategic and they are playing what the dummy is short of because they want to, say the dummy only has 1 trump. They want to pull the dummy's trump and waste the dummy's trump.
If they are long in trumps and they want to give a rough and a discard, they're entitled to do that if they've taken all their other tricks. But if they haven't taken all their other tricks, they're not to do that. I don't want you ever doing that. I really don't. I see this mistake all the time. So get into the habit of not playing the suit if you don't see it in the dummy, because there's so many opportunities where you don't know you're giving in a rough and a discard, and they make those over tricks, which they can never make. They're throwing away a loser and roughing in the dummy, or vice versa, and they're making those over tricks they can never make. So I
Okay.
really don't like that.
Okay,
So
thank you.
I
Yeah.
try to eliminate that kind of thing, and that's what I tell everyone. What you don't see in dummy, don't play. And that's it. Unless you know partner's got the jack or the queen. If your new partner had it, like today, my partner led a low card, dummy had queen doubleton. I had the ace. I wouldn't put up the ace if I had the jack. So when we took 2 spades, she knew declarer had the jack. She could play it again because she knew declarer had the jack. But it's, if you don't know, don't do it. Get into the habit of not playing the suit. Just get into that habit. It's a good habit. Okay? It's a good habit. You don't want to give rough and discards. Are there any questions on hand number 5? Any questions on hand number 5? None? Okay, we'll go on to the next one. All right. Let's talk about week 2s. I love week 2s. Now, if I wasn't vulnerable and they were vulnerable, I would open 3 on this hand because I'm short in spades. Just because my hearts are so good, I would treat it as a 7-card suit. But because we are all not vulnerable, I don't believe in doing that. And this hand, I would open 2 hearts. This is called a week 2. I have no outside tricks. My only source of tricks are my heart suit. Now, how do we bid over week 2s? Well, here we go with an opening hand, 13 points. And we treat it as if they've opened 1. I don't want to be a bid right out. I know my spade suit's not great. But at the same time, I want to get my 5-card major in. If they're weak, I'm strong. I have to show 13 points. I don't want them to swallow me up. If they've got a weak 2, I'm not going to let them buy the contract. So I'm going to come in with 2 spades. It's not the ideal suit, but you treat it as if they've opened 1 heart. You must come in with 1 spade. So you will come in with 2 spades. Pass by North. And now, looking at 4 trumps and an opening hand, you must go to game and go to 4 spades. Did everyone get to 4 spades on this hand? I'm interested to know. Anyone get to 4 spades?
No,
can't
our
remember.
opponents got to 3 spades.
The partner
I'm looking at the
overcalled?
history. I'm looking
Okay,
at the history.
You don't have partner overcalled 2 spades?
I don't know the bidding, but they ended up at 3 spades.
Okay, well, I will always be in 4 on this hand.
Well,
So
we,
this is-
What
paid
hand
for-
was this?
we paid
The hand
Number
7.
7.
Okay,
Oh,
let
yeah.
me give you another word of
Yes.
advice.
we did make 4.
But
Yes,
Maybe.
you
let me
did.
give you another bridge tip today. When you look at those hearts, you've got no wasted points in hearts. So when you don't have wasted points in the suit they've opened, it's called hand evaluation. I want you to look at the logic. I don't have wasted points in hearts. If I had the king jack or the queen jack or the jack or the queen, they're wasted values. Here I have nothing in hearts in the east hand. So when I have nothing in hearts in the east hand, they're not wasted. I like this hand because I know that all my other points are working. So you should just put 4 spades on the hand and don't mess around. Okay? Because partner's strong. Remember, there's no weak over weak. So partner's got values and they're going to leave the 6 of hearts, top of a singleton or a doubleton. Now, looking at the hand together, we're going to count our losers. In the spade suit, we've got none. We've got 9 between us. We hope they break. They should be good. In the heart suit, we've definitely got 2 heart losers. In the diamonds, we've got none. But in the clubs, we do have a loser. So this is how we're going to proceed. They're going to win the heart with the queen, the lowest of touching. Remember, always the lowest of touching. Third hand, play. Now the ace. Now, we now know that that lead was a doubleton. We now know that North has no more hearts. So when they come back the king of hearts, let's not be in a hurry to trump. If you trump with the 9, they're over rough with the jack. If you trump with the ace, you're not sure how the hearts, spades divide, and you may lose the jack. Look at the rest of the hand, everybody. You've got 4 diamonds opposite 4 diamonds. You've got 2 clubs opposite 2 clubs. So why don't you? You can never, as long as you play this game, get rid of that club loser. That is always going to be a loser no matter what you do in this game. And therefore, you will throw away a loser on a loser. Now you always make the hand. They can't come back hearts. They're going to come back a club, the weak suit on the table. You're going to win the ace. And now you'll draw trumps and the rest are yours. But if we go back, which I'm going to undo, you're going to put yourself in a very difficult position because we cannot get rid of that club. No matter what we do, we cannot get rid of the club. We've got 2 opposite 2. So if you rough with the 9 and looking for the jack, you're not sure where the jack is, they'll over rough. And you're still going to lose a club no matter what you do, you can stand on your head. Therefore, if you decide to rough with the ace, how do you know how the spades are divided? You don't. You've got no idea. So when you play the spades, you're going to play to the king and hope they break. And now you're going to play the queen and hope they're 2 and 2, right? And then you get the bad news. And now you're going to lose the jack of spades and you're going to lose a club. And then you're going to go down. So I want all of us to remember a very important part in playing as a declarer. If you've got inescapable losers, you don't always want to rough. It's very good to throw away a loser on a loser, everybody. It makes such a difference. You have no idea on the hand. That club is always going to be a loser no matter what we do. Any questions? Any questions?
So
Okay,
Linda, what do you when you say the club's always going to be a loser and throw away your losers, can you just kind of go over that briefly?
Well, 4 diamonds opposite 4 diamonds are 4 diamonds opposite 4. You're not getting any discards.
Okay.
So now if you play the ace of clubs, you're going to lose the queen, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
If you had 5 diamonds, you could get rid of a club. But when you've got 4 opposite 4, there's no discards.
I
So when you
see.
play the ace, you're going to lose a club no matter what you do. It doesn't matter. It's always a loser. So you might as well throw it away on the heart and not worry about over roughing. Because the diamond suit are mirrored. They're 4 and 4. You're not getting any discards. So you always are looking at a club loser no matter what you do on this hand. Okay?
Okay.
Good. All right. Any other questions? So dumping losers is really interesting because you start looking at both hands and then you start working out which hand you want to make the good hand and if your dummy can always help you. I do that all the time I play. All right, let's look at hand number 10. The dealer is East. East is the dealer on number 10. And East is going to open 1 no trump. A 5, 3, 3, 2 shape is called a no trump shape. I do not want you opening a heart because if partnership bid a spade, what is your next bid? That is the problem. If your partner bids a spade or a no trump, you have a problem for a rebid. If partner bids a spade and you bid a no trump, you're showing 12 to 14, which you don't have. You got 16 in a 5-card suit. If partner bids, you can't bid 2 no trump, it shows 18, 19. That is why this is called a 1 no trump opening. A 5, 3, 3, 2. If partner bid 1 no, you could miss a game. Partner could bid 1 no with 9 or 10 points and you can't bid 2 no. It shows 18, 19. So we're always going to open 1 no trump on the East hand. Pass by South. Now, we have enough for Stayman. We've got 10 high card points. 10 and 15 is a game. But we are not balanced. I want you to remember. If you were balanced, queens and jacks are for no trump. Aces and kings are for suits. But you're not balanced. You have a doubleton. So therefore, you're going to bid Stayman. 2 clubs. There you go. Pass by North. And partner's going to bid 2 hearts. Pass by South. And you're going to bid 4 hearts. Enough for game. We have an 8-card fit. But you happen to have 9. And now we're going to get the lead on this hand. I think it's the best lead is the Queen of Clubs. It gives nothing away. Top of a sequence. All right, let's look at the suits together, everybody. The master hand is the one with the long hearts. We're missing just the ace, In the spade suit, we're missing the ace of spades. That's 2. In the diamonds, we're missing nothing, but in the clubs, we're missing 2 club tricks. That's 1 too many. That's 4 losers. Where can we eliminate a loser? Look at the diamond suit.
Where's the
Don't
queen?
Don't be in a
Clubs.
hurry to draw trumps.
What happened to the queen of clubs?
We're going to play it now.
Oh, there it is.
And now we're
Okay.
going to win the ace. Now we've got a spade loser, a heart loser, and 2 club losers. We need to get rid of it now. Timing is everything in this game. We play to the high card from the short side first. You must. Ace of diamonds. And then the jack of diamonds. Overtake with the king. And now on the queen of diamonds, throw your club away. And now you've eliminated that extra loser, so you cannot go down on this contract. Now you're fine. Now you can draw trumps, and all you're going to lose is the ace of hearts, ace of
Why-
spades, and a club.
Why wouldn't North have trumped that last trick?
North had to follow to a diamond.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
We played diamonds. He had to follow
Okay,
to a
sorry.
diamond.
Right. Sorry.
And we're going to play the jack. We're going to make sure the trumps all fall together. And they'll catch their jack of clubs. Partner gave the 9. I like it, partner. I play attitude leads. When my partner leads a card and I like it, I give a high card. If I don't like it, I'll play the 2 of clubs. I threw the 9 of clubs. Partner, I like it. Okay? I like it. So you play the jack. And now, I don't want to play clubs. I don't want to play diamonds. I've just got to take my trick while I can. I'm going to play the ace of spades. The best I can do. And that's it. The rest are theirs. Any questions, everybody? This was a lovely lesson on how to get rid of your losers. Any questions? Somebody wrote a question. Let me look what it is. Oh, she just said thank you. Okay, it's a pleasure. Okay, so now let's see.
Linda, in this hand, I guess I drew the trump first, and that was the mistake.
Of course.
And so I went down 1.
Right. And that is why, before you play a hand, look where you can get a quick discard. Look where you can get a quick discard. We don't always draw the children off the streets. Sometimes we've got to delay that in order to develop extra tricks, you see. We need to do that. Sometimes we've got to delay it. Okay?
Got it. And the attitude, I did not know that a high card means that, I like the suit.
Oh, yes. High, I like. Low, I don't like. Amy
I
was
see.
on. Pleasure, Amy. Was nice to see.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you. All right, so now there's other hands that people wanted me to go over with you. And that was hand 1, 3, and 6. Anybody want any of these?
Yes, 1.
Number 1? Okay. Number 1. All right, let's see how that one goes. I don't know number 1, but I'll have a look at it. Pass. My North. I'm going to open this hand. I have 2.5 quick tricks. You have to open, and you're going to have to open the hand 1 club. 1 club. The lowest 4-card minor. Now, this hand, the hearts are not great. If my king of clubs was in the king of hearts, excuse me, or the king of diamonds was with the king of hearts, I would have bid 2 clubs for the majors. It's called Michael's. The cubit of the minor shows both majors, but I'm not sure if I want to do that on this hand because I've got nothing in the heart suit. And I'm not mad about this spade suit, but if you want to overcall a spade, that's fine. So maybe you'll overcall a spade. It's my partner's passed originally. Okay, and now what is this hand going to bid? What are we going to bid over this bidding? We can't bid a no trump. We don't have a stopper.
2 diamonds. No?
So what are we going to bid on this hand? 2 diamonds. I have 10 or more points, and I have a 5-card diamond suit. Pass. And now what is this hand going to bid? 2 no. Because this hand's got the spade stopper. And I think that is where you're going to play. And that's how you're going to play in 2 no trump. You don't have enough points for game. If they don't overcall a spade, I would bid over 1 club. I would bid 1 diamond. And now my partner will bid 1 heart. And you will have to bid 1 no trump with 3 little spades to the jack. And that's the west hand would bid 1 no trump. How did your bidding go? I'm interested to know.
So Linda, so it was pass by north, pass by east, pass by south, and I bid 1 club. I was west. And then
You can't open a club when you've got 5 diamonds.
I don't know why I opened a club.
But don't you play the rule of 15 in 4th seat?
No.
What is that, Linda?
It's called the rule of 15. When you're in the 4th seat, you add up the number of spades in your hand plus your high cards. And if it doesn't add up to 15, you don't open the hand if you don't have a proper opening hand. It's called the rule of 15.
I think I bid the 1 club just to see what my partner would
But
say.
you should open a diamond.
I was thinking when I looked at the diamonds, like the 2, 4, 6, 10, they didn't look very interesting.
It doesn't matter. You got a 4 or 5 card diamond suit. You always open a 4 card minor versus a 3 card minor.
Okay. So then my partner came back with 1 heart.
And now what are you bidding? 1
And
no.
so I passed. Then
1 no.
I bid 1 no trump.
Right.
And then we made it.
Okay, that's fine. Lucky.
Yeah.
All right. Any other hand? Any other hand?
At my table, I opened a club on the east, and then it was 1 spade, then 2 diamonds, and then I bid 2 hearts.
I would never reverse the bidding because you guarantee that your first suit is 5 and your second suit is 4.
Oh.
So to do that, you promise that your suit is much longer.
So
And
that my
you've got a
clubs
very
were
good
5.
hand. I would rather bid the no trump to tell partner I've got the spade stopper partner. Remember,
I see.
partner never made a negative double. Once partner didn't make a negative double over 1 spade, he hasn't got 4 hearts. You see? So that's why I wouldn't do it.
I see. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Anything else? Next hand?
How about hand number 3?
Hand number 3, sure. Okay, hand number 3 coming up. I don't know hand number 3, but I'll look at it. Okay. Pass by south. 1 no trump by west. Pass by north. Oh, well. I don't stamen on 4-3-3-3, everybody. I've told you before, and I'm going to say it again, that when I have jacks in my hand, queens and jacks are no trump contracts, aces and kings are for suit contracts. I will never stamen on this hand. I would bid 2 no trump, invitational, showing 9 points. No stamen. And now partner can make the decision, and partner most probably is going to accept the invitation and bid 3 no trump. 3 no trump. He's got 16. So we're going to accept it. And let's talk about why we would accept the invitation. They're good 16s and bad 16s. When you've got 17, we never discuss that. We're automatically bidding 3 no trump. But when we've got 16, if we had 15, we could pass 2 no. But when we have 16, to me, honors that are joined together are much stronger than apart. So having the king, queen of clubs together, having the queen, jack of diamonds together, having the ace, queen of hearts together, makes the hand a good 16. But if they were scattered and they were not together, the hand's not as good. So that is how I look at a good 16 and a bad 16. Also 10s and 9s. I don't have any 10s and 9s, but I like them where they are located together. Okay, what did you get to on this hand?
West got to 3 hearts.
How? Did they stamen?
They did stamen, yeah.
They stamen. Okay. And they didn't make 4 hearts.
They made 3 hearts, and I was defending, so we got a low score. So I was
Oh,
wondering why.
shame. I don't stamen on 4-3-3-3 with jacks. Jacks are for no trump contract. And in 3 no trump, you're going to lead a major. You're either going to lead the 3 of spades or the jack of hearts.
At my table, we passed 2 no trump.
You passed 2 no trump?
Yeah, I bid 2 no, and then my partner passed.
Well, I told you, when I have cards that are located together, my hand looks much stronger than when they're not.
But
So
we made 2 no, so if we had bid 3 no, we would have gone down
you
1
would have gone down.
with the way we played.
Okay,
What?
you've got no heart losers. So you've got 4 hearts and 2
Yeah.
clubs are 6. A spade is 7 and 2 diamonds are 9. You've always got 9 tricks.
Mm.
You can't go down. As long as the diamond finesse works, you're home. You keep control. If they leave the 3 of spades, might be a 4-card suit. And all you can do is pray on the spades that they're a 4-card suit. But you're going to lose 2 spade tricks, 1 club trick, and maybe a diamond. But you've got 9 tricks off the top on this hand. Okay?
Could you repeat what you said in regards to hand east, the east hand, where there are jacks?
Right. When I have queens and jacks are for no trump contracts.
Okay.
Aces and kings are for suit contracts. And that's very important. I have a very square hand, no roughing value, 4-3-3-3. I will never stamen on that shape hand. It's flat. So when you flat, you're better off in no trump. Okay?
Thank you.
So
Somebody wants number
question.
6 and 8.
I have another quick question about what you just said. So for stamen, a person would never bid stamen on a 4-3-3-3.
I don't stamen on 4-3-3-3.
Never, even if you've,
No,
okay.
unless I'm only aces and kings.
Okay, thank you. I wanted to clarify that. Okay, thank
Okay?
you.
That's the only exception.
Okay,
But queens and jacks are for no trump contracts, aces and kings are for suit contracts.
sure. Okay, thanks.
That's a good tip to remember.
Linda, if you have a lot of points though, would you stay
If I had a what?
a lot of points in the 4-3-3-3?
No, I'm bidding 3 no.
Okay.
I don't stamen.
Okay.
I'll bid game. All
Linda,
right, somebody wanted 6 and 8.
Linda, I just wanted to ask a question.
Yes.
So I opened with 1 club, I was west. And then my partner went east, went 1 no trump. And then I bid 2 no trump.
There's no such bid. Let's go back to the bidding, please. You cannot open a suit without knowing your next bid. So if you opened a club and your partner bid a no trump, 2 no trump is 18, 19.
Oh.
Because if you had 15, 17, you would have opened 1 no trump is what you should have opened.
I should have opened 1 no trump.
No doubt. And you don't open a club when you've got 4 diamonds.
Yeah, I think I get confused because
Length
I
first.
want to know what my partner's hand is.
No. Length first. If you've got
Okay.
4 diamonds, you open a diamond.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay,
And your partner cannot deny a 4-card major up the bidding ladder. That is the rule of bridge. If you open a club, your partner cannot bid a no trump. Your partner is forced to bid 1 pot. There's no discussion. No discussion, okay?
Okay, thank
That
you.
is the principle of the game, is looking for the 8-card major suit fit. All right, now I need to know what you want to know on number 6.
I was interested in the bidding.
Oh, yeah, the bidding. Okay,
The
well, I'm
bidding
not
in
bidding on
both,
this
in
hand.
both those hands, the 6 and 8.
Okay, well, number 6, I'm definitely passing the east hand. I'm passing the south hand. And I've got 19 points over here. I have no 10s, I have no fillers, I've got nothing. Okay, I'm going to open this hand. 1 club. 3, 3, I open the minor club. It's going to go past my north. And I'm going to bid 2 spades. What does 2 spades mean? Weak and a 6-card suit and 0 to 5 points. 0 to 5 points.
Okay, that's what I thought, but so many people played this in one club, and that's why I was confused.
No, 2 spades is without a doubt. And this hand most probably will bid 4 spades with a fit and 19 points.
So Linda,
Otherwise, you don't ever bid. Otherwise, I pass. I pass 2 spades, but 19 points. I don't know. I don't want to pass with that hand. Partner shows a 6 or 7 card spade suit and 0 to 5 points. All right, number 8. Everybody knows a weak jump? 0 to 5 and a 6 or 7 card suit. You're not really
What if
invited to the
What if I
party.
had a 5-card suit and they?
No, I never do a 5-card suit. Never.
So
I
what should I
guarantee-
do? What should I do with a hand where the partner opens
that's
one
a weak-
club and I have less than 6
I
points?
pass. I pass, love. I pass. I'm not bidding. I pass. It's
Linda,
not, yes.
I just want to ask a question in regards to number 6, because
Okay.
we also we didn't know where to go with this, and we knew that with 19 points, there's no way that you should be stopping at 1 club, but we did. Now, I didn't know that when your partner, when the declare opens, I didn't know that I could then go into a like 2 spades, low. I
Or
thought that
2 diamonds or 2 hearts. You must play it. It's called a weak jump. 0 to 5 and a 6 or 7 card suit. It's a lovely bid.
weak jump. Okay.
Okay?
It's a 6 or 5. A 6 or 5.
Not 5. It's
Not 5.
guaranteed 6 or 7.
Okay. Thank you.
My pleasure. All right, let's have a look at this lovely hand. Pass by west. Pass by north. Now, a lot of people, I do not believe in opening 3 clubs in first or second seat, especially with 4 spades. I like to do it if I'm minor orientated. If I had, let's say I had 6 clubs to the ace, king, jack, and 4 baby diamonds, where I've got mainly minors, I would open 3 clubs. But on this hand, I'm definitely passing. No question. And I'm opening 1 diamond over here. Just 1 diamond. Oh, that isn't what it's meant to do. 1 diamond, sorry. There you go. And now this hand's going to pass. And we're going to bid up the bidding ladder. 1 pot. Up the bidding ladder. 4, 4, up the line. 5, 4, high 5. Remember that. 4, 4, up the line. 5, 5, or 5-4, high five, everybody. And on this particular hand, it's going to go 3 clubs, maybe, or 2 clubs. You're bidding for sure. You want a lead of a club. And what is this hand going to bid? This hand's going to bid 4 hearts. All the way to game. You get 5 for dummy points, a void. Remember those 5 void, dummy points. When you've got nothing in the suit, you get 5 extra points for that void. And it's going to go pass, pass, pass. What did you land up in on this hand?
Well, it went 4 hearts and West went up 2. It's just that as we were playing it and then afterwards looking at all the clubs, I thought to myself, if we were in 5 clubs for sacrifice, we probably would have done better.
I've got news for you. Number 1, this is my rule. I do not sacrifice at all, not vulnerable. Ever. I never do. One day it's too much. We lose too many tricks, and losing 3 down doubled is 500 when they might make 420. I don't sacrifice. If I'm not Vol against Vol, I will sacrifice. But on this particular hand, if they win 5 clubs, this hand's going to pass. It's going to go pass, and you're going to put 5 hearts. And maybe they'll push you into 6 hearts, and maybe you'll make 6 hearts. And that would be even better. So they'll push you into slam. So I don't sacrifice at all, not vulnerable. It does not pay. Sometimes you go off maybe 300 at my pay, but 500 is a real bad score. If partner's going to make 420 or 450 or 480 and you go off 500, you're getting a real 0. So that's how the bidding should be. Are there any questions on this bidding? I need to help you. Any more questions on the bidding?
I just have a quick question. You don't have to go into it in detail because it's not on the bidding that went on. For this particular hand, because it was 1 heart and then say North did overcall, is there any way that East West could have figured out to bid slam?
Yes, if you play splinters, the bidding should go 1 diamond, pass, 1 heart, pass, 4 clubs.
Okay.
That's the chance we've got.
Okay, thank you.
And that shows 18 to 21 and a singleton or a void in clubs.
Okay.
And that
Okay,
is
I
how we
haven't.
do it.
Okay, I've heard of that. I haven't learned it yet, but okay, thank you.
I know. Well, one day I'll teach you the rule of 30. It's such a wonderful rule about splinters. I have not brought it up in this community game, Jacoby Tuno and splinters. I felt it's a bit advanced for this group.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just that,
another
yeah.
time, but it's a very, very wonderful way of learning it.
Okay, thank you.
Pleasure. Anything else?
Okay.
Okay, well, we've done a lot of hands tonight. Oh my gosh, I hope you all enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you again on Thursday for some more interesting hands, and have a wonderful evening, everyone.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you,
Bye.
Linda.
Bye.
Bye.
You.
I want it stopped.